All right, so by the time y'all see this pod, I'll be in NYC, so be on the lookout for some New York content.
I'll be Christmasing. It's Christmas.
Let's go.
And then Christmas.
Okay, here's my debate, though. What camera should I take to New York City?
Okay, so what are the options?
So one option is my little Leica that I take on all my trips.
Right?
Or I can take my actual R6.
My thing is, which camera will you take more pictures on? Because the one that inhibits you from taking photos the least.
And I think, like, I want to say I would take more on the R6, but, like, realistically, I wouldn't. It's like I would take, but more on my Leica because it's easier to bring around. I would be with me all the time.
Right. You aren't worried about someone taking it.
Right.
Therefore, you should take your Leica.
Yeah, and I could probably walk into a Broadway show with it on, where I don't think I could take my R6 in.
True. This is all true.
So
it sounds like you found your answer pretty quick.
Oh, it just makes me a little frustrated, though, because, like, quality-wise, it's not going to be as good, but...
Okay, but here's my question. Is quality of an image determined by, like, the actual quality, like, of the photo, or is it by, like, how artful it is? Like, how good of an image it is?
I mean, yeah, I think I would say it's the second one, but also both.
I don't know, because all the best photos I've seen, I'm never like, oh, wow, that was 65 megapixels.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I think that's why film's making a comeback, too.
In fact, like, yeah, that's my take on that.
I mean, yeah, I would say. I mean, realistically, I think the Leica's probably going to be the better, I guess, more usable camera. It just doesn't look as professional. But what am I saying? Leica's the Gucci of cameras, so.
No, Gucci is, I don't like
Hasselblad?
Gucci. Leica is the...
I feel like it's kind of a flex to have a Leica. I mean, it just means, like, you're either rich or stupid.
I feel like DJI is the... what is the Gucci of cameras?
Leica is the Gucci of cameras.
I was going to say...
Unless Hasselblad is the only other option.
But I don't like Gucci. I think Gucci's chuggy.
Yeah, but it's just, like, what it means, you know?
I don't know. Okay, let's move on. I don't want to argue about that.
Okay, guys. So we wanted to get back to some originals. Kind of back to our roots. I feel like last week we had a great guest on.
We did. We will be having another guest soon. I need to text him. But he'll definitely come on.
I wanted to get back to an episode with just the boys. So, that being said, let's get into it. Speaking of Leica, Leica sells an experience and an identity more than they sell a camera.
Dude, that's actually true. Because, like, I feel like when you're buying a Leica, you're, like, excited to buy a Leica. You're not, like, excited to buy a new camera.
Yeah.
You're, like, excited to buy, oh, this is my first Leica. You're not like, oh, this is a great camera.
But it is a fabulous camera.
Yeah, it's a great camera. There's a wedding photographer that I shot with like a month ago, and he shot on a Leica, and he just had so much aura because of the Leica. Like, not even because he was like it wasn't like, oh, he's a particularly professional guy or a well-dressed guy or, like, knows what he's doing a ton. Like, he did all those things, but he had so much aura just from his Leica.
Yeah, I would agree, but also at the same time, I feel like when I buy my Leica, I'm not buying it for work, I'm buying it for me.
Yeah, you're buying it for you, and then it just happens to make really good work.
Yes, but it's like...
I would totally agree with that.
And it's like, I would almost hesitate to use it for, like, work because I feel like it would take the fun. Like, I feel like that's what happens a lot of times with cameras. Like, you get it, you love it, and then you start using it for work all the time. You're like, oh, you start to dread it.
Yeah, that's fair. But, like, I guess that does happen for photo. It doesn't really happen for video, though.
Really?
I don't know any videographer who's like, oh, I dread using my camera. Sorry.
Yeah. Because I would agree. I think with photography, it's like you start on like you use for work. Basically, you have Canon, Sony, Nikon, and those are your work brands.
Yeah.
And then you want a fun camera.
There's people who try and sneak in Lumix and stuff.
Yeah, Lumix, no. But a fun camera, you get Fuji, Leica, Polaroid. Like.
Oh, yeah, Polaroid. I never use my Polaroid for work. Now, do I have people borrow my Polaroid so they can use it at their work? Yes, I have someone borrowing it tomorrow.
Come on.
But, like, no, I'm never like, oh, let me go grab my Polaroid for work. But, like, a Leica, so I think what would happen if I bought one is, one, I'd be rich. Because if you're buying a Leica, you got some money in your pockets.
My dream camera might be the Leica Safari right now.
Yeah, let's see.
Do you know what it is?
Mm-mm.
It's
all
green.
I know what it is. I've heard the name, but
It's unbelievably. It's beautiful.
Is it film?
No, it's completely digital, but it's like
So is it? No, it's a Leica M11P. It just happens to be in the Safari color.
yes,
I see. Okay,
but like it's like it's so pretty.
that is cool. $10,000
Yeah.
is crazy. Almost more than that.
But the lens that it's so
Is it
good.
like an interchangeable lens? I bet it is.
Yes, it is. That one is.
That's so nice.
But it's just. It's
Wait,
one of
so
those,
what about it like makes it worth $10,000?
I think just being a Leica. I mean, I'm sure the specs are really good.
Yeah, pull the specs.
We're gonna be honest. I don't want it for the specs. I want it for the name and the look of it.
But for $10,000, you can get Leicas for like $3,000.
Agreed. You can get my Leica for like $800.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what it's. Where's its sensor?
What's it boasting? It's got to be a full frame sensor.
Surely.
Full metal housing. Leica M bayonet. 6-bit encoding. It doesn't even say yet.
Oh, sensor size. It's
Oh.
not even full frame. It's cropped.
What is a BS? 60 megapixels.
So the person that I saw it was going to use it for wildlife, and that'll do it. Not the best, but it's
For wildlife?
you get a huge lens on it.
Oh my gosh. Who was this?
I don't know. That's some guy on Instagram. That's how I found the camera in the first place.
That's crazy.
But
And it's your dream camera and you know nothing about it.
yeah, it's again, it's just for the looks. I mean, my dream camera right now technically is just the R6 Mark III.
What
that I would
about
actually use?
What about the green? Like the green is like, oh, I want the green one, or
Yeah, the green. It has to be green. It has to be Safari. It just that color to me. I think my favorite color is orange, but that's close. That's a close second.
okay, fair enough. Those are good colors to be your favorite. You can't cap. Okay, let's rip some more hot takes.
Okay. Sony shooters talk more about specs than they do about their photos.
I don't think that's true because they're pretty lacking in the spec department. They're pretty lacking in the uncropped department.
Nah, I was just talking about this today, and I think someone made an argument, and he was like, Sony is unquestionably better for video, but he gave me the win on Canon. And he said Canon's better for photo.
Right. I think everyone knows that.
That being said, if you're a hybrid, you go Canon.
Right. But so when you say like they only talk about specs, personally, I've never met a Sony shooter who's obsessed with their specs.
Really? I feel like I haven't not met a Sony shooter who doesn't just shout out specs at me.
Like what? Did they know that their FX3 only shoots cropped 4K?
Does it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, come on. I think the 4K 60 is cropped. Like, what
Yeah.
are we doing?
I mean, yeah, and now you look at what the Canon R6 Mark III is doing, what the
Even the Mark
Nikon
II, even the Mark 1.
Z9 are doing.
Dude,
I mean,
the original R6 has 4K 60 uncropped.
yeah.
Like, what is Sony doing? Okay, I want to see if there's any questions. Right now, we're just getting spammed. You guys are camera snobs. Yeah, we are. That's like our whole thing.
That is, in fact, our entire brand.
He said, who are these people? You guys are camera snobs. Good job, Sherlock. All right, let's keep it rolling.
Okay. Blackmagic cameras are really good only if you don't need autofocus.
Yeah, I mean, Blackmagic RAW gives you so much flexibility, especially within DaVinci. It's super nice. What are you guys' thoughts on in-lens stabilization?
I would always buy a lens that has inland stabilization.
It's epic.
I did not do that, and I wish I did.
I only did that, and it's awesome. As someone who has like semi-shaky hands, yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah. Okay. If DJI got into the camera game,
They
would make the best camera.
They have gotten into the camera game officially.
Like mirrorless camera.
Yeah, pull it up.
You're lying.
Nope. Because you know they're working with Hasselblad all the time now.
You're lying.
Look it up. It's a mirrorless camera.
It's rumored.
Bro, no. I've seen people...
No, I've seen it too, but they're fake. There's nothing actually out yet.
Wait, that's not it. Okay, I've seen
This
people
boy's
with
been
it.
clickbaited, bro. He
I
thought it
have
was
been
real.
clickbaited.
It's not real. That's literally a Hasselblad that says DJI.
This is what I've seen.
That's so fake.
Dang it,
That's
dude.
so fake. No, it is rumored to be coming, but it's not officially.
Could you imagine if they made one with like any mount? Like you
Yeah.
could just buy it with any mount.
Yeah. Wait.
Like
how
an
would that even work?
Like they make an RF version, an EF version, like a M version. That would be so epic.
Yeah. Okay. Have you seen this camera?
Top Gun camera.
Have you seen this? So
Sony Venice?
So from Top Gun Maverick,
yeah, I've seen this.
they wanted to use the Sony Venice.
Two separate.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they couldn't fit the Venice in there. So
Yeah.
they made an entirely new camera that the original cord was huge, but now I think you can do it through just like a
Ethernet
or something.
Yeah.
It's not Ethernet, it's something.
Oh, SDI?
Fiber.
Yeah.
That was crazy to me.
They do that on F1. So I watched F1 last night. F1, here's what I have to say about it. Fantastic that like guilty pleasure movie of a lifetime, because it's not like insanely good, but it is insanely engaging. Like it's good. It's not groundbreaking in any way. So it's a movie that you can watch.
Oh,
and
the
be like,
movie F1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super good. It's Brad Pitt. Yeah, I mean the character development is really good.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
You should watch it. But they did the same thing where they mounted the camera sensor and then they had the computer and the actual camera off somewhere else.
So apparently, though, the reason I brought up the Sony Venice, hey guys, they're called something else. It's like a Sony Venice something. It's like has the extendable where they have the body of the camera here and then like the sensor somewhere else. Well, there's like a football stadium that's doing it, and like they have the camera body is half a mile away from the sensor because they have a fiber cord that can go half a mile.
Why do they need to do that?
Because basically it goes straight. Like the bodies are in the booth, the broadcast booth, and the cameras are just with the ops.
Yeah, but why would you need that for football?
Honestly, I have no idea why they did it.
This is like one of those things where it's like, oh, so-and-so broke up, and your wife is like, why? And you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't ask any follow-up questions.
Someone told me that, and they're explaining to me like how they installed it, and I was like, that's crazy. Because I guess that would be the easiest way to just instantly get like 4K footage.
Oh, yeah.
It's just right there.
That actually does make sense from a broadcasting standpoint. Wait, that does make a lot of sense now. But why they'd need to separate the sensor from the body, I guess just for a lightweight workflow.
Yeah, and I'm assuming like it's recording back there too. So it's literally like there's no like you don't have to go deliver anything. You can literally just pull it whenever you want it.
That's a good point. Wow.
Okay. Red convinced an entire generation that for anything to look cinematic, you had to have their camera.
They did. They got me.
They
for
did.
a long time.
I thought
up until about sophomore year of high school.
Red made us believe that it was them and not anamorphic lenses that made something look cinematic.
they like, since they copyrighted RAW for so long, like they had the trademark on RAW video, they owned like video.
Like yes, but also like to make something look cinematic, you don't need a red camera. You need an anamorphic lens.
Yeah, this is true.
So like I thought like literally the only way to get that wide, because I was so like stupid and a kid, I literally thought the only way to get like that wide cinematic look was to get a red camera.
Well, so there is also their flagship, they have a flagship camera that is a VistaVision sensor, which is wider. So that is another reason. Is some people were using spherical lenses. They just were using VistaVision, like sensor size. I don't know which one it is. I think it's the Monstro or something.
Have you seen Fuji's new cinema camera?
No. Oh yeah, the GF100X.
It's like
that.
It's like $16,000.
Yeah.
So I was like, why would they make that? Like I was genuinely looking into this, and one of the top reasons was because they wanted vertical anamorphic. Like that's one of the top selling points, and I was like, to me, vertical anamorphic is the stupidest thing ever.
I think it's so cool.
The purpose of anamorphic is to go wide, right? So why would you want a vertical wide?
Well, no. So, have you seen what it actually looks like?
No.
So, okay. So, vertical anamorphic, there's two different ways that people do it. There's one where it makes it skinnier in a vertical shot, so it makes it longer and skinnier. And then there's one where it turns it into
what would you use that for?
No. The second one is what you actually use it for. That's people doing it wrong. The one that you really want to do is you mount your lens. So, like, I'd turn the camera body vertical, but I'd leave the lens mounted like that. Turns it into a 4x5 or 5x4. So 5 vertical, 4 horizontal. So it's like this nice look up. I think it's 4x5. Yeah, just vertical anamorphic. But look at this aspect ratio. That's a wait, no, that's not it. It's like this. This aspect ratio is super nice and flexible.
just crop in. It's not doing anything
No,
special.
but for social media, you're getting full coverage of your sensor.
Oh, so it's,
And you still get the flares sideways. They're not vertical flares.
okay.
So that's the real reason.
Again, I think it's kind of like, okay, that is a little nice, but
In an age, I would shoot that if I had the option.
yeah.
And
But I guess it's more valuable than open gate.
yes, it is more valuable than open gate because it's doing well. Okay, it's not. This is our argument. This is my argument with open gate. Open gate completely destroys what cinematography is about, which is composition, because you're only center framing everything. That's why I don't use my Helios 44-2 for everything, because you have to center frame every single thing or it's not going to work, like straight up. And that's the end of story.
Yeah.
So open gate, where you're framing for a vertical and horizontal shot, like you're toast because you're not incorporating any like different stylistic choices when it comes to your composition. It makes me really sad. Really, the only thing you can do is use leading lines and like putting something at the bottom center of your frame or the top center of your frame or the center of your frame. But you're going to ignore all of the sides of your image because they're going to be cropped.
Yeah.
And that's why it makes me sad that everyone's like, open gate is the future. And I'm like, well, does that just mean that bad composition is the future?
Yeah.
So that's
That
my
makes
take
sense.
there.
I feel like we talk a lot about like if you want to get hired for any gig, just be a good vibe.
Right.
Well, if you just want to know if someone's a good vibe, like the best way to know if you should hire someone is if they shoot Fuji for fun.
I don't know. I know of jerks who do that.
Like, do they have a Fuji camera?
But I don't have a Fuji camera.
No, but I feel like everyone I know that shoots Fuji is just like a nice vibe.
I know some jerks who have one.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think you can label someone with a very popular camera like that.
I feel like I could label someone as like, trying to think of another stereotype that I throw out there. Like,
If someone uses the Amazon Basics camera bag, they know. I'm just kidding.
what is? Have you looked into GR cameras?
Yeah, the GR3, like the Ricoh.
I like looked into them, but like again, the only reason I think I would buy a GR camera is for my fun camera, and it doesn't really click the boxes that I want in my fun.
Yeah,
camera.
no, it's too digital for me. It doesn't have a viewfinder. It has a back screen, which I'd rather have no back screen and a viewfinder than the other way around.
Yeah,
You have a hair on this, so I'm gonna take it off.
That's how my Leica is, and it's like, I guess I do still like shooting on that camera though.
Yeah, you do, but only because it's a Leica. You wouldn't like the Ricoh GR3 because
Facts.
it's so digital.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the whole point of it is like, oh, this is an easy camera to shoot on digitally, and also like the lens functionality, it just looks kind of weird. And it's also mad expensive for no reason.
Yeah.
So, all right, this guy keeps asking some questions. Advantage to the GR is that nobody bats an eye at you taking
That's
photos.
true. It's very
Yeah,
inconspicuous.
and you do get some crazy image quality for the size, so you do have a point there.
Yeah. Renting gear will teach you more than owning it will.
I think it'll teach you more about life. I don't think it'll teach you more about the depth that you can take an individual camera.
I would agree because I feel like most people never learn just their camera in general.
The full extent of their camera.
And if you rent it, you're not gonna have long enough to do that anyway.
No, but renting is super helpful. If you've learned, like, say you have a Canon R6, like me, and you've learned that thing into the ground, you know what every feature does, possibly. Then you go and rent an FX6, and you get to learn that camera system.
Yeah.
That's a net positive. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. What gets to be the issue is when you have, like, you become a jack of all trades but a master of none. Like, you know how to do all these cameras, but, like, barely. And, like, if you were to buy one, you would never get the full extent out of it, like, with that knowledge.
Yeah. Used cameras are the best value there is.
Oh, use lenses.
Lenses I feel like are more dangerous than a body.
No, dude. Lenses, you can look at it and be like, oh, it's clear. Cameras, dude, if it doesn't have a shutter count on it, or you don't know if it's been left in a hot car, like, come on.
Okay, yes. I would just be like, now that I've had fungus in a lens, I think I'm traumatized.
Yeah, but you could see the fungus in the lens.
But you couldn't see it when it started.
Right, but, like, you could stop the fungus before it gets too bad.
Maybe.
by good practice. No, not maybe. That is
I think
certain.
this lens that we're using is cooked.
It is cooked because you haven't changed the way you're taking care of it.
I'm sorry to leave it on the shelf.
But if you do the UV light stuff, like the UV light treatments,
Would it kill it?
get a dehumidifier, it wouldn't kill it, but it'd stop it from growing. It would leave it there, but it would leave it in place.
So is fungus like it won't ever die?
No, it's like etching the lens. It's like if someone like put gum on you, and like the gum is just there. But like no one's
is alive, right?
No one's gonna keep coming up to you and adding gum.
There's got to be a way to kill fungus.
There is a way to kill fungus.
Like just
you have
deprive
to
it of oxygen. Or
open up the lens, but the fungus is not. So like a dead thing, the dead thing, even if it's dead, it doesn't just go away. It's still gonna be there.
It'll decompose eventually.
Well, fungus doesn't really decompose because it's vacuum sealed inside your lens.
But obviously it's not vacuum sealed.
Obviously not.
God.
But there's still gonna be like residue left.
Yeah.
You get my point.
Yeah. Camera companies underestimate how fast beginners are ready for a professional gear.
I think beginners overestimate how fast they need a new camera. Someone said the audio is muffled on here, so I'm going to turn it sideways so they can hear us better. I think people overestimate how fast they need to buy a new camera.
I think you could shoot on a beginner camera for a year and be fine.
More than that.
I mean, you could, but I think at a year, like...
I could have shot... For photo, I could have shot on a Rebel for the rest of my life.
Nah.
I think I could.
I disagree. Only because you couldn't deliver the print quality that you would want to.
The Rebel SL2 had more megapixels than my original R6.
I mean, yeah, I printed, that's an R6, but yeah, I guess I printed bigger stuff from an R6, but
bigger stuff, but it's not the same quality.
Yeah.
Your T7i has more than your R6 megapixels.
Yeah, but it's still not better.
Yes, it is. That's objectively better for printing.
But this is not better. I refuse to believe that the images that I got are better on my T7i.
Bro, you always are like, oh, I get really good images out of my T7i.
They are, but not better than my R6.
Yeah, because you're shooting in low light.
Yeah, I just mean like quality-wise.
Quality-wise, the T7i is objectively better. It is factual.
It's not as clear of an image. Like, yeah, like
maybe because you're shooting.
It might have more megapixels, but like it's not gonna like. Even if you're printing the exact same image that I took on my R6 and a T7i, like say we set it up in a studio, took the exact same photo, it's still going to come out clearer in the R6 because the R6 is a better camera.
No, that's not how it works.
It can literally read the light better than the T7i can.
The depth of field comes into play. There's a lot that comes into play.
I'm saying if you use the exact same lens, exact same lighting, it would be better than the R6.
I don't think it would be.
Like, yeah, it would have less megapixels, which makes it like less of a small print. But like, because of the quality, it's got to be.
I don't think that's how it works.
We will run this test and deliver it to you sometime in like February.
I don't think there's like that much of a sensor difference, even though it's a crop sensor versus a full frame. I don't think there's that much of a sensor difference to account for the megapixel loss. I don't think that's true. So.
What would it take for your loyalty to Canon to like go away?
A lot of money. Literally, like if someone from Sony, like a Sony rep was like, here's everything that you'd need, I'd be like, okay, I'm done. Or even if a Nikon rep was like, then I couldn't do video though. Well, I guess I could do the ZR. Okay, that's what it would take. Why are you putting your If a company came to me and was like, okay, here's quite literally everything your heart could desire, I'd give up yeah, duh. Why would you not? You know?
Yeah.
Like if a Sony rep came to me and was like, here's an FX6, here's an FX3, here's a A1, and then here is all of our nice lenses, then I'm done with Canon. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And I'd probably never upgrade from that setup in my life. Why would I need to?
Yeah. You can't just copy and paste a LUT.
You can copy and paste a conversion LUT.
Yeah, but like
that's the whole point.
Even if you buy someone's LUT, you still have to do some steps.
Yeah, but you don't have to do that much. You can turn down the effects of it.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. We have a pack of like 40 LUTs. There's
Yeah.
literally one that looks good instantly when you put it on.
Which is,
Enhance.
and it doesn't even always look that good.
Yeah.
So
So
I don't know.
there's still steps to be done.
Summer kind of works. I like how it crushes everything.
The Batman one looks like Batman.
Which one?
It's called like Gotham or something.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah,
I never have a use for it ever, but it looks cool.
yeah, that's fair.
Have you seen like the? It's not gonna translate well, but like the B-roll ad. Y'all might know what I'm talking about. If you're in like ever studied film or like broadcasting, or maybe if you know what I'm talking about, drop in the comments. The B-roll, like, we've got B-roll. You just got hacked by B-roll. Okay. Well, I'll link it down in the description below.
I do not know what you're talking
It's
about.
really funny, but I'll show you after this.
Okay, good.
Okay. It's not that important to have two cameras. You can function with one.
You can function with one. You should function with one. Here's what I think about owning two cameras. You'll barely use the second one. When you do have to, it's so fun.
Yeah.
Because, like, it makes your life so much easier. It objectively does.
I would agree. Yeah, and I would make sure
Wait, are you going to be in New York on the 28th?
Yeah.
Can I borrow your R6?
If I don't take it.
Please don't take it.
Okay.
I need to borrow it.
Okay.
If not, I can borrow Michael's, but you're not going to take it. You're already worried about getting mugged.
You're so right. Guys, okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a gear-related segment. That's nothing to do with cameras. So New York has different...
No. We're not talking about this. We're not talking about this. Dude, no.
What?
We got to get... No, we're not talking about that.
Okay.
I'm not letting you incriminate yourself.
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that comment. Dude, people keep, like, inviting themselves to our live.
You don't need a cinema camera to shoot a wedding.
Oh, heck no, dude. You don't need a cinema camera to shoot anything.
Anything? What about a movie?
You don't need a cinema camera for anything.
Okay.
That's true.
I mean, yeah. If someone gave you a Sony Venice with a full lens pack right now, what would you do?
I would keep making Instagram reels. I'm just kidding. Well, first I'd cry, and then I'd sell it. Because realistically, I have no need for a Sony Venice in any way.
Yeah.
At all. And a Sony Venice isn't gonna... Well, one, if I'm smart, I'm gonna start renting it out to people. That's the real truth. But there's really nothing that I would make on a Sony Venice that would be amplified by me having a Sony Venice. And you know why that is? My lack of knowledge, like, contradicts, I don't know. Contradicts the effects that the Sony Venice would have. Way more important is if someone gave me, like, a full lighting package, or if someone gave me, like, a Sennheiser, like, the 416 mic, like, stuff like that.
I think I would, sell it and buy a building, like an permanent office studio.
Buy a building? A Sony Venice is only, like, $70,000. You can't buy an office building.
I'd buy some land and build a shack.
Dude, no. I'd start renting that John out, or I'd sell it, and then go produce, like, a bunch of short films with that money.
I think I'd sell it, put it all on black 3 times, and then buy a building.
Wisdom. Yeah, no, there's really nothing a Sony Venice would do for me that, like, would make my work better, because my work is too bad to be... Like, I haven't made anything that's like, oh, this would be better if I had a Sony Venice, you know?
At what point do you think, like, if someone hasn't learned manual, it's like, okay, it's time to learn?
Well, how long has it been since they haven't learned manual?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how long?
Well, so here's the thing. I think if you don't shoot manual and you've been a photographer for, like, 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, it's a lifestyle. That's an active choice.
But I also think, like, there's no way you could go 2 years as a photographer and not learn manual.
No. I know a lot of people.
I think you would be around too many other photographers, and you would have to learn just by being around them.
Nope. No. There's people who actively make a choice not to use manual, and therefore they don't learn it. They're like, no, I love my aperture priority or auto or whatever. Like, there's a ton of wildlife photographers who are like that. A ton. And they think they're photographers, and maybe they just have a really good lens and, like, a decent camera body. Like, they'll have, like, a 500 millimeter lens at f4, and so they can take really good pictures with really shallow depth of field, and all they have to do is learn framing, and then their camera can do everything for them.
Yeah. I will say, I think, like, the longer the lens, the better it is to, like, do no work and have easy photos.
Yes, 100%. The photos you sent me the other day where you were like, this is why you get a 300 mil.
They're just insane.
And you can just stand in the back of the room. And,
and they're like, the background is completely blurry. It's just like pristine motion. Like,
yeah.
It's unreal. And it's like,
what do you put your shutter speed at, though?
That I had 500.
Okay, because I would have to put 600 at least.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm shaky.
Yeah.
Or I'd be on a monopod for sure. Do you shoot on a monopod on that?
I usually do, but I broke my monopod, so I literally was walking around and, like, using so many things to, like, prop it up. But I was also hand holding it, and some of those were goated handhold shots.
That's so heavy, though.
Yeah.
I would.
It's honestly not as bad as you would think.
I would need a tripod, big time.
But okay. Most of the time, it's okay to ignore your white balance.
What?
I feel like you can fix most of it in post.
For photo? For video?
Oh, no, that's what I mean for photo.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you need to clarify there.
But even in video, like, yeah, you can. I'm not saying ignore it, but you can get close enough.
Dude, no. Ignoring your white balance in video will literally make you spend hours after just color grading.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's gonna add extra work.
You should not ignore your white balance for video. It's a terrible idea. Coming from someone who now shoots in Kelvin and used to shoot on auto white balance for years, save yourself the time.
The easiest way to spot a beginner photographer is if everything is in the center.
Or it's just like, no, the easiest way to spot a beginner photographer is if they have someone facing this way, but the big part of the image is back here.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way for me to spot a beginner. Like, if you shot this image and you put him, like, on that side of the frame.
Yeah.
So the other one. Or, like, you had him, like, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to tell. And if they just hold their camera like a loser.
What do you mean? What?
Like I know people who just hold their camera like.
You're literally just holding a camera out.
I don't know. There's just people who hold their camera weird.
Okay.
You're gonna spill that on your couch.
Yeah, it's an old couch. How important is it to actually understand leading lines and framing?
Oh, that's all that matters.
I would say across, like, any, like, creative design, whether it's photography, videography.
There's a reason your camera does auto exposure.
There's a reason there's a grid on your camera, too.
Yeah, if you don't need, you could ignore learning manual forever, but you can't ignore learning framing and composition and leading lines. 100%. That's impossible. The only way you could, well, even then, framing and composition comes into play. Like, if you were, like, taking pictures of random stuff forever, shooting fully on auto, like, you had the best lenses, taking pictures of whatever you want, you still have to learn framing, because otherwise your shots are just going to all turn out weird and uncomfortable.
Do you think social media, like, makes people not want to go shoot?
It makes me not want to go shoot, because all I do is sit at home and watch reels.
And I think you just constantly get stuck seeing the best of the best do it. And then you're like, well, great, I'm not there yet.
Also, even then, the other side of it is, or you see people doing terrible, and you're like, oh, I'm better. And so then you don't go out and shoot because you're never, like, there's two sides of it. You're never seeing people who are, like, on level with you.
The algorithm will never serve you people on level with you.
So you always see people who are, like, terrible, and it makes you not want to go out and shoot because you're like, oh, apparently I'm doing fine. Or you're seeing people who are way better than you, and you're like, wow, I'm never going to be that good. Let me not go out and shoot.
Do you think the photo industry has too many quitters or too many people that need to quit that haven't?
Too many quitters.
Really?
Yeah, I actually do believe that. Because that's why I'm never worried when someone's like, oh, I'm getting into photography. I'm never worried that you're going to take over my business because you quit.
That's so true. Like, that's why we can be like so like educational and like teach people stuff because the majority of people aren't coming from my business.
They're gonna quit.
Yeah.
That's why I don't worry about telling you guys exactly what settings I use and what LUTs I use and like my software and my behind the scenes processes. Because like if you really want to do it, I'm proud of you. You know.
Yeah.
And like you're probably a value add to me eventually because I can borrow you at some point. So
Yeah.
all right, my phone's gonna die over here, but oh well.
Let's just get a couple more. Okay.
Everyone's saying the audio is being weird on TikTok. Sorry, guys. Should we just end the TikTok stream?
Okay, now.
Yeah. Bye, y'all. Y'all can
Go
go to
get on
go to
Instagram.
Instagram.
I would say, okay, let's go into a little bit of a movie segment. Not a
Okay.
movie, but TVs. So if y'all aren't watching It, Welcome to Derry. First of all,
I haven't seen it.
to watch the show, you have to like be seen the first 2 movies.
Right,
I
which
mean,
are
actually,
so good.
you technically don't have to, but you should. But also, it ties into the whole Stephen King, so you really need to see like Sixth Sense and like all of those things.
What? I love that movie.
It's unreal. It has. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it really is like bringing in so many of his books.
Okay.
And
Sixth Sense is a Stephen King book?
maybe not Sixth Sense. Which one's the one where like all the blood comes out of the elevator?
Oh, The Shining.
The Shining.
Yeah.
Stupid me.
It's way different. Yeah.
And because like apparently like the kids in it have The Shining or whatever.
I honestly didn't know that.
Apparently, like it's all connected, yeah. And like Dick Halloran's in the show.
Oh. I didn't know the kids in it had the shine thing.
Anyways, it connects all of this back to like how the entity was created and whatever. It tells the whole backstory. That being said, I started watching it because I don't like horror movies. I can't watch horror
Bro,
movies.
it is awesome.
But it is like I love the It movies.
1 and 2, not the original.
Yes.
The original is like buns.
I just went back and watched it and I was like, and some people will argue the original's better, and I genuinely
I will say I appreciate the style of it.
yes.
The style's very nice.
And the actor he did a good job, I guess, for what he had, but it in no way compares to.
It's just like when you watch the It 1 and It 2, it's funny. And so you're so laughing
Yes.
all the time.
Yes.
In between screaming and crying. But then like that is just not the same.
And yeah, so Bill Skarsgård, who's playing it, he's done like such a
Playing Pennywise.
yeah, Pennywise, whatever. Which this show like breaks down like the origins of Pennywise, but also I don't know what TV show awards how that works. Does it exist? Emmys.
Yeah.
He has to get nominated for an Emmy. It's genuinely, I would put it on like best villains of all time. Joker's probably at the top. This is probably like a top 10 villain I've
You
ever
think
seen.
Joker's a top villain of all time?
From like The Dark Knight.
Oh, you just mean Heath Ledger.
Acting performances.
Heath Ledger's
Yeah.
like a great actor.
Of like acting villains of all time. I would put this in the top 10.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant Joker as a character was one of the best villains of all time.
I mean,
And I was like,
I would still argue, yeah, 100%.
his whole thing is that he's like bad at being a villain.
Which makes him an unbelievable villain.
Dude, I don't know. I think what's his face is more evil.
Who?
Scarecrow.
Okay, yeah.
Terrifying.
But that being said, we'll come back to it. DC villains, way better than Marvel villains.
I mean, yeah. Marvel villains are just like, oh, I have a computer. Let me boot up. You know,
Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, it's like I could terrorize the whole world. It's like, cool. Well, you're not even hurting me. I'm just gonna go to heaven. You know, like thank you.
It's so yeah. Anyways, back to it. So Bill Skarsgård is like
Terrifying. He's also kind of a nepo baby.
He's playing basically 3 characters. Like he's playing like an evil clown, a human that he took over, and like a god.
Dude, don't
entity.
ruin the.
That's just it. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
so,
but I haven't watched the show yet, so don't get too in depth.
I won't get too in depth. But like you know it is technically like a giant spider monster.
See, I didn't know any of this.
You haven't seen it?
I've seen it, but I don't know the lore. I just watched the 2 movies. It doesn't
The
explain.
second
that.
one literally turns into the giant spider monster at the end.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
I
I haven't watched it.
That's like his true form.
I haven't watched it since I was in high school.
Okay.
So,
But it's like seeing him go back and forth between, and like you can almost see bits of all 3 in all of them to where you're just like, it's like pure cinema. That being said, going back to what I was saying,
absolute cinema.
the first 3 episodes, I was like, this show is going to be horrible. Like some of the worst CGI I've ever seen. I was down in the dumps. Episodes 4 and 5, I was like, okay, wait, it's getting better. 6 through 8, some of the best TV that's ever been put out, I would say.
That's awesome.
And it's like,
see, that's something for me is like great movies being awesome are one thing. When a television series is truly just phenomenal, like Severance, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul,
yeah.
Succession, Like Game of Thrones fell off, but for the longest, The Sopranos. Like when TV series are truly like that, just touches my heart in a different way because it's like they spent so much time just crafting this show. It makes me so happy. So I'll have to watch that.
Yeah.
I also heard The Penguin's really good.
It is really good.
I need to watch that. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I mean, DC never can get it right. They always do something good and then they ruin it. They've never like gotten a Justice League. Like Aquaman was really good.
Really?
The first one
With Jason Momoa?
yeah, it was
I've
great.
never seen it.
The first one is phenomenal. The second one was like, oh gosh, Wonder Woman 1, great movie. Wonder Woman 2, literally a bottom 10 movie
the
I've
worst
ever
movie
seen.
ever. Yeah.
That's what I mean when I say like they can never just like get it right.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone was like Fantastic Four was good, and I was like, well,
Hot take, I did not like the Fantastic Four movie.
yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it.
It was
So.
like one of the most mid Marvel movies
I
I've ever
stay
seen.
away from superhero movies
Yeah.
as much as possible.
Like, I mean, I'm sure I'll go see the new Avengers next year, but like,
oh, I'll see that. That's different though, because that's like a cultural. It's like if you didn't see Wicked, you know.
yeah, but I think they're expecting it to be like an in-game level event. It's not gonna be.
They're re-releasing Endgame in theaters before, so you can go watch that before. Also, Lord of the Rings 25th anniversary is next year, and they're re-releasing all the movies extended cut in January.
Those are some phenomenal movies.
Yeah, I'm watching them right now. So good.
I would watch a Lord of the Rings TV show.
There is one, Rings of Power.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think it's that good though.
Yeah.
I would not watch that. I feel like you can't take something so canonized and like Harry Potter making a TV show. It's too soon.
They did it. They're doing it right now.
Yeah, I know. I like why.
It's not gonna be good.
Yeah, it won't be that good.
No,
I understand the sentiment, but
I don't.
well, the sentiment is like the kids are grown up, like the actors who originally acted in the.
Draco Malfoy's playing Draco Malfoy on Broadway right now, and I wanted to go while I was in New York. The cheapest ticket I could find was like $444.
Oh heck no!
So I didn't buy the tickets.
I'm glad that you made that decision.
I was like trying to convince myself it was worth it, and then it just wasn't.
Yeah, dude. When TV is like really good, it just makes me happy. Like it's just such a good feeling. Like, dude, I remember. So Severance season 1 came out like 5 years ago, and I didn't know what it was until like 2024, maybe 2023, and so I watched all of it, and then I watched it all again. This is just season 1. Then I watched it all again. And then I was like, "Hey, honey, season 2's coming out soon. You need to watch this show with me." So then we watched all of season 1 and
I still haven't seen it. I don't know any spoilers yet. So
I'm on my 5th time watching it. And all of season 2.
Apparently, I get Apple TV for free, so I need to do it.
There's a lot of deals right now going on for free. Like that's how I have it right now because I don't pay for any subscriptions. But right now I'm watching Pluribus, which is the same actress who's
I've heard that's good
in
too.
Better Call Saul. It's really slow, but it's Vince Gilligan, and I trust him as a writer and director because he made Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad and The X-Files, well, some of it. So, like, you can't not trust someone who has that, like, history, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you know, like, why would he do something bad when he has the backing of Apple? Like, Apple's shows are objectively, like, pretty good.
Usually.
What show has not been good?
I don't know Apple that well.
Oh, like
sure
Silos is good. Severance was amazing. The Studio is great. Pluribus is pretty good. I've never heard of a bad Apple TV show. Ted Lasso? Are you kidding me?
I heard about that one, yeah.
Like, those are all cultural, like,
Yeah.
booms.
All shot on iPhone. I'm just kidding. Imagine.
And there's a new show right now on Apple TV about, like, it's John Hamm. John Hamm's in a show. And that one's popular, too. Like, they don't really miss. I don't know what is going on with Apple TV, but they haven't been missing.
Yes.
It makes me happy.
Yeah.
Like, I love when there's options like that. All right, should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap her.
I low-key wish that I had gotten another Dr. Pepper to go because I'm tired and thirsty now. Oh, well.
I'm just drinking straight red dye.
Yeah,
40.
for real. Luke spilled that on the table, and it dyed the table red. So, and now that's going into his kidneys.
Yep. My insides are just like, I guess there's blood in there anyway, so
Yeah.
It's red.
Do you
I
ever
cut a
think-
deer open the other day, and like it did not bleed how I thought. I thought it would like bleed,
Yeah.
Doesn't like bleed. Like unless you like I cut it from like how you skin a deer.
Yeah.
Until you like actually like start pulling
cut
the guts
and-
out. It doesn't just bleed when you cut it.
Did you ever think about like the fact that like your insides are dark?
No, but now.
I think about that all the time. Like how like the inside
Just
of your
pitch black.
body is like dark.
Yeah.
Like unless you're like pointing a flashlight, but even then it's still pretty dark in there. It's kind of interesting.
I mean, babies are just like in pitch black darkness.
I don't know. I've never looked that up, but every time I see a image of a baby, it's like not.
Yeah.
So, I don't really know. That's
And
a
with
weird
that,
way.
we'll leave
Yeah,
it
that's
with
a weird
you.
way to end the episode.